guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria. If you watch this video and you enjoy it, don't be shy, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. If you haven't watched the video, watch it now. Link is above. 5 steps to healing from narcissistic abuse. Today we are going to get into step number 3, and step 3 is research healing from narcissistic abuse. So in step 1, we researched the narcissistic personality disorder, and everything that entails. A lot of people get stuck there and they continue to just dwell on the person they were just in the relationship or the narcissist themselves, when the nitty-gritty and the real healing journey has nothing to do with that person. It has to do with what's going on inside of you that allowed this person to come into your life in the first place. So what we're going to do now is shift the gears from researching narcissists to working on ourselves and researching healing from narcissistic abuse. At the end of this video, I will leave a clip up of some terms or phrases. You can type into your YouTube search engine and research so that you know where to start with healing. I have a lot of videos on these same type of things if you want to stick to this channel. But I'm going to give you some options so that it's an easier way for you to get started. So if you haven't figured it out yet, the narcissistic abuse or the emotional abuse usually doesn't just start in your relationship, although sometimes it does, but usually it starts in childhood. So in childhood, we develop what we call core wounds. These core wounds could be a wound of embarrassment, a wound of abandonment, a wound of shame. We carry these things throughout our lives, and then when we are provoked or triggered by situations in our adult life, a lot of times we take these things personally because they are poking at these wounds that have not been healed. So when we talk about healing from narcissistic abuse, what we are talking about is healing these inner wounds inside of us. Taking the false narratives that have been placed on our lives off so that we can get down to the core of who we are, have a strong sense of self, and from that strong sense of self, we can create boundaries of who we want and who we don't want in our lives. So these core wounds that we have that are unhealed inside of us are where these negative inner critic thoughts are coming from. I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm never going to be in a good relationship, I'm never going to get a good job, I'm not smart. They're all coming out of these unhealed wounds that we have. So we tell ourselves these same things on repeat and we can't seem to get out of it no matter what we do. That's because these things are now living in our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is like a pathway. It's paved. It's like driving down a road 100 times. You're going to see where the tire marks are. Your car is going to know where to drive, right? Because our subconscious mind, it's just doing what's normal to it. It's just doing what it thinks is safe, okay? It's not working against us. It's doing what it thinks is safe for you. So we need to pave new pathways in our subconscious mind. We need to believe new thoughts about ourselves. We need to get rid of these narratives and these negative inner critic, I'm not good enough thought patterns. And we need to replace them and give our mind a file folder of evidence as to why the new thoughts are actually true. These core wounds that we're talking about, these wounds of shame, of embarrassment, of abandonment, whatever they may be, they live inside of our inner child. That child that didn't fully develop. They thought there was something wrong with them. These narratives that were put on our lives could have been because a parent or a caretaker may have given us the silent treatment as a child that may have caused us to think there's something wrong with me. My mother or my father or whatever aren't talking to me. That must mean that there's something wrong with me. Internally, I'm bad. Okay? So we carry these into our adult life, but they don't make sense anymore because we're not children, but our inner child is still hurting. So it's important through the healing journey to get in touch with that inner child and do something we call reparenting the inner child. So when when you start to feel anxiety, to stop yourself and ask the inner child, what do you need right now? This gives them that sense of control that they're looking for. You are now the adult reparenting the inner child that lives inside of you, that has core wounds living inside of them, that has false narratives placed over their life, thinking that they're someone that they're really not. So if we take a look at all of this, and then we look at the narcissist in whatever last relationship you were in, what's really more important? Where does the real work lie? The sooner we can research the narcissist, go no contact, and jump into researching the healing journey, the sooner we can start healing from narcissistic abuse. I will leave you with one tip before I put up a screen of terms that you can research, but all of the healing journey, it needs to be done out of compassion and love for yourself and for your inner child. You're going to get to the point where it's going to be important to forgive yourself for allowing these things into your life. When we're children, we don't understand complex emotions. We just don't. So we get into our adult lives and we continue to beat ourselves up about things. During this healing journey, you need to be compassionate. There is no timeline. This is not going to be a quick fix. This is an extended healing journey where you're going to get in touch with some really painful core wounds. You're going to have to learn how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. And that's okay. You can do hard things. I believe in you. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't be shy, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse, recovery, and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Stay tuned, we still have 2 more steps to go. I know this is tough, I am super proud of you, and as always, I wish you all the love in the world.